Sorry about that. Had a brief interruption there. And I'm going to smooth out that gleam of the pond in the bottom as well. Not forgetting that. That way if you hang it on your wall over a sofa or something, and you see the bottom of it, and that area, and it still looks like it's continuing on around your painting. Palette back. And I'm going to use a number 3 Bob Ross landscaping brush. It's a small fan brush. Just go into some sap green, just plain sap green. Get it on both sides of the brush. Get a fair amount, not too much, but just enough to where you can pull it off on the canvas and make it look nice. And you just want to tap in some small hints of some trees. There's a small tree line back here in the mountains. Tree line stops some places and just picks up, and others leave spots in between. There's some back there in that mountain, some right on the crest of the mountain. It's just pressing, it's just taking the paintbrush and just holding it sideways and just pressing it, the bottom, into the canvas, making a small line, and it looks like a little tree. It's a really nice effect, easy way to make a tree. You don't have to spend all your time trying to do branches and everything that small of an area. Alright, that looks pretty good. Get your sides, 1 or 2 here and there, and 1 or 2 over here. I'm going to lay down the number 3 and pick up a bigger brush. It's also a fan. It's a number 6 landscaping fan. It's a bigger fan. Bob Ross technique. Bob Ross wet on wet technique. He used all different kinds of brushes, all different sizes. I recommend watching some of his shows too if you want to get some new ideas. But all his designs are copyright though, so be careful about using his designs. Certainly do not sell them. Never sold his designs, but he is a great teacher and have programs to where you can learn how to teach. I'm just making larger trees, larger evergreen trees. And I'll take some sap green, I'll show you. Put it on both sides. And you want to go from the base of the tree and just make a line upwards. And this one's kind of leaning. Maybe he was sat on or something. Maybe when he was a sapling, things weren't so good. Maybe he just got squished. And you just start at the top. I'll show you that again. Some more sap green. Make a small line. Start at the top. Using the corner of the brush. You just go side to side. Not straight down the tree, but kind of going side to side with the branches of the evergreen tree. Just adding them just here and there. I want to have a full tree because full trees don't really happen in nature. Nature, these little open spots and little open areas, and not always the same. Make one more tree right here, and I think I'm good with trees for right now. It's going to get a little bigger toward the foreground too. So you start at the top, making a small press into the canvas, and then just go side to side a little. going into some cadmium yellow deep hue. I'm using a clean, dry number 6 fan brush, getting it on both sides of quite a bit of paint. A little pinch there, and just want to highlight a few limbs, not a whole lot of them, just a few. And as you go down on the tree, you want to have less and less highlights because it gets darker and darker toward the base. Most of your highlighting at the top. And just work side to side, try to figure out which side you want your highlights on, where your lighting is coming from. My light's coming from this way, so my highlights are mostly on that side. But there are some branches that stick out on the other side that are facing that direction a bit. And that looks good. So we got that much. I want to do a little cabin. A little cabin sitting